I also want to make note that I believe the last 2 times these two have played, ApolloKage has won, I think, both times, or at least I know the last time they played ApolloKage won.
Okay, nice.
In convincing fashion as well. So, but ATATA, great mentality. One of the most technically sound Nesses out there. Amazing fundamentals. I think out of most of the Nesses out there, him and Syrup have the most fundies. They're both tricky. They're both very disciplined and both very technical in their own right.
So I have so obviously you played this matchup a lot.
Yeah.
As a Snake main, I played this matchup a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
It's one of those things where, day one you're like, this is impossible. And the more and more you play it, it becomes a little bit less about the matchup and a lot more about how the player plays. It starts to become, all right, how can I bait this person into trying to heal this? And also, there's a lot of really unique edge guards that Snake actually has on Ness. Nikita is actually pretty rough for Ness to deal with, not necessarily because of the hitbox, because you can actually just kite block him to stop the move from connecting.
So far, though, right now, AK's biggest job is just to land right here, and the punish game has just been insane right here. Trying to stay patient on the ground, though. Trying to catch these landings on ATATA's part. I don't know about that grenade pull right there, though, but man, ATATA's just doing such a good job already of positioning and just doing the damage. This is what you're going to mostly see in this matchup.
He has healed every single B button that ApolloKage has pulled out. And that's one thing that stinks is just obviously grenade is such a powerful tool, so you want to use it a lot, and you instinctually are gonna press that button often, but ATATA is healing over and over and over again.
One thing I want to see ApolloKage do so far is not be too scared of the healing. He needs to start dash attacking these PSI magnets, especially on the ground. It's paced pretty much how you're going to find most of your openings against Ness, because you have to bait that out.
Yeah, I like to throw an up smash out, and then oh, they're going to heal. I'm like, oh, cool, free up tilt for me, free up air, free something. But right now, despite all the damage ApolloKage has done, technically he's only at 52%. I like the forward air, though.
It's getting healed up, but AK just trying to get something started here, some momentum. I'm liking the out of shield game as well. Ooh, actually knocking the shield, the get up attack right there.
Man, once again, I'm actually curious to check the stats. He's probably healed about 70% so far.
ATATA also not skipping a beat in terms of when it's time to heal. He will disengage to get that, damage back from the grenade. And honestly, heal up as much as you can. You could die from up till really early, but that C4 being perfectly set up. And that's the thing. You can't really count either of these characters out in this matchup, because both of them will be doing so much damage to each other after just one interaction.
Yeah, he's got to really kind of shift focus in here, make this a little bit more of a CQC Snake. You got to give him those feet. You got to kick him. You got to do something different, something with the A button.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
A lot of Snake's primary neutral tools just are not effective in this matchup.
I'm digging the counterplay from ATATA as well. So you're seeing him choose to use PK Thunder on these platforms because he knows ApolloKage can use Dare to kind of nullify it. But because he's so close to ApolloKage still on the platform, he can just double jump up air and it'll still catch Snake. So that's just really, it's just the little things in this matchup that make things a little bit easier for Ness. But still, ApolloKage finally finding the mileage he needs. Oh, huge
great
tech right there.
All right, trying to get the 2-frame with the down air. Despite everything, he's got this relatively even. But now we're starting to see those signature ATATA combos, those double magnet cancels dragging him all the way across the stage. But he is stuck right now. So this is a big decision to make. And you see, that's what I'm talking about. He's like, should I heal? Should I not heal? Should I air dodge? He's kind of going through the gambit of what should I do about this. He's like, hey, here's an up tilt.
He's in his head, too, in essence. And that's one thing I saw ApolloKage be really good at friendlies. And a lot of these up airs, he's going to have the grenade in hand to get himself out of kill percent. Where an up air would typically kill, he'll just get the grenade burst hit off of it, and he'll still live. So this is anyone's game still at this point. It's just ApolloKage cannot make any more mistakes. Despite how heavy Snake is, I think one more up air at a good height will take AK out.
But one thing that's really important, Snake dash attack puts Ness in a pretty rough position. It's very hard for him to land after getting hit by the first one. And if he's able to maybe force him off stage, I could see an edge guard happening. But right now, ATATA just playing really solid neutral.
I thought we were about to see the yo-yo come out, and we're just seeing such good grounded gameplay. ATATA knows that if he jumps, that's going to be opening him up to getting dash attack right there.
There it is. There's the first one.
Right, it's intangible too, right? When it's
yeah, his head and shoulders and his arms are intangible. Yeah.
I like that. Oh wow, okay, getting a little sneaky with it as well. This is getting more and more even as it goes along, but that's all he needed. But still, not going to kill. I think ATATA could have gotten a grab or a yo-yo off there, off that F tilt.
Yeah, I think back there would have done it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good DI, Snake heavy.
I love that, baiting the side magnet just to get a punish with that dash tag. Super smart play from ATATA, but not able to steal the game just yet. And the percentage is getting a little bit closer here.
That C4 has been down for quite a bit, though, so I was going to say ApolloKage has to respect it or else it might detonate on himself.
Yeah, I've definitely been there. It makes you feel real bad driving home, not going to lie.
And ApolloKage did say yesterday, as he says every major, he's done with approaching.
He said, I am not approaching.
I am not approaching.
I saw that, and then I saw like a screen.
Oh,
no way!
Wow!
How
Huge.
did he find the dub?
He does that. One thing I want to, ApolloKage is crisp with his turnarounds. And that is not easy. A lot of players just don't do turnaround and have a lot of options and stuff like that. But ApolloKage is super crisp.
Well, look at that sigh of relief.
But it's not over. That was just game one, Sai.
No,
you don't. Game one.
Look, you don't make a sigh of relief like that on an even matchup, okay? So when next time he says it's even, I'm gonna show him that clip and be like, "You sure?" But like, he still got the dub though. But yeah,
the sweat on your forehead doesn't say it's even.
It does not say. Oh, look at that face. That is not an I played an even matchup face right there.
Yeah, literally.
No, that is a man that's going through it.
That's a man who's fighting for his life right now.
He is gaslighting himself into thinking that's even. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, though. Game one, though. ATATA doing good. A little bit of hesitancy, I feel like. When you start second-guessing your approach game, which Ness, honestly, not the greatest approach game. He has good tools to keep you at a mid-range. He has good tools to camp you. But he is pretty much approaching fair, approaching nair, and dash attack, which all are honestly not 100% safe.
Yeah, and you saw him like fishing for a lot of dash attack, trying to find a way to finish that game out. But yeah, you're right. I think it just came down to him just like second-guessing his decisions, because there was that interaction where he could have maybe gotten like a back throw, and that would have done it. There's just been a couple of like really small things he could have cleaned it up with. Did he just turn around down to?
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
Huh. He was showing us some Shoto tech right there.
Also, just with the matchup, like the vibe I get. Wow, that was really tricky right there. But again, so much end lag on that fall right there.
Nice.
Oh my God!
Yes, sir. Lots of damage.
The vibe I get from this matchup typically is that I don't think it's even in any metric for Snake. I think Ness just has way more win conditions on lock. One thing ApolloKage has, though, is the clutch gene. This man knows how to bring back these games where it looks really bad for him. And actually going to be living that yo-yo right there. Man, Snake is so heavy.
Yeah, I'm surprised he lived that. But he is forced to Cypher in a bad spot. And ATATA, of course, giving him no room to breathe. He's going to run out with that drop zone neutral air and even up the game immediately.
These double magnets ATATA's doing is actually keeping him in the air quite a bit. Oh, this is huge.
One errant grenade is going to give ApolloKage a moment to breathe so he doesn't have to eat that full ledge trap. But yeah, ATATA's still playing on fire right now. Got the grenade. Okay, it drops away. I thought he was going to, because one thing I've seen him do is he'll start combo you, pick up a grenade, leave the combo, and just go heal instead. It's just, you know, it's the worst version of both situations.
Yeah, and I also like that ApolloKage, you know, doesn't psych himself out of using all of his special moves. I feel like a lot of Snakes will be like, all right, if I use those moves, I'll absorb them. ApolloKage is still almost setting them as traps the majority of the time, and is still mixing in some normals and aerials to stop Ness out, which is really helping it keep a little bit even. That being said, though, ATATA finding the magic nairs every single time off stage in that position. He just knows how to knock Snake out of Cypher. That move is strong, too.
Yeah, it's very strong, but ATATA is just really good about picking the shots around it.
All right, so hovering, really good stall right there in the up B.
Great delay.
Ooh, I could have gotten up tilted for that, honestly. That's a really risky option to do from Legend ATATA, but not out of it just yet.
Ooh, smart stuff. Very tricky Nikita play we're seeing come out from ApolloKage. Oh. And a very rare miss from ATATA. I was just talking the other day about like ATATA and Sin. They always have these like really crazy Ness recoveries, and I almost never see them SD. But
it's
unfortunately,
hard,
it looks hard, yeah.
But now the damage is being stacked up. These parries on landing, getting ApolloKage a lot of mileage right now. C4 on the platform as well. That might come into play at some point if ATATA's not ready for it.
You're not getting thrown. He's got his own grenade to combo off of. And I love the attempt with the PK Thunder 1. Super smart stuff.
And yeah, the grenade to just break ApolloKage out of that trouble right there. And again, we're seeing a similar situation we saw to game one where both these players are around kill percentage. But ApolloKage not going to want to approach here. You know, he's just staying very stoic.
That was the fastest heal I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. He turned it on for like 4 frames. Like, I'm good.
Fun fact, Ness can also act out of the heal. He can roll out of it. I think he can also spot dodge out of it as well. Oh, that might be it, though, with the rage. No, Snake's so heavy, man. No pummels either coming out from ATATA.
Oh,
that could have been it.
Very clutch air dodge away from ATATA.
Ooh, gonna snag the back of his heel right there, and ATATA gonna be taking that game. Still stressful stuff, man. Like, ApolloKage is doing a good job of making this matchup actually look even, but ATATA, man, with the patience, just finding the clutch right here. That's the champ. That's the champ mentality right there.
I could see us getting a long game 5 out of this one for sure. It's so close between these two players. But yeah, great adaptation from ATATA. I like that he does such a good job about like baiting the explosions from ApolloKage, not necessarily to heal, just because he wants to punish ATATA for trying to heal, and ATATA is punishing him for trying to punish him. It's a lot of weird Yomi that happens.
Yeah, exactly. They're just kind of adapting over and over to each other, and they're like I mean, since these two have played before, they're probably probably cognizant of habits or just traditional punish game that these two have, and even exclusive matchup knowledge.
Ooh, ApolloKage really keeps trying to find the 2-frame with that downer. If he gets it, it's a rough angle for Ness to recover from, but so far has not gotten what he needs out of that move.
Yeah, down smash is ridiculous. It sends you at sort of a melee chic fair-esque angle to where Ness is going to have such a difficult time recovering, and a lot of the times in that situation, Ness will not have a jump available to him.
All right, another tricky mix-up on the recovery from ATATA. Definitely making it really hard for ApolloKage to actually edgeguard these characters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is great DI, though, honestly, on ApolloKage. And yes, using the Cypher Armor to get that damage up. Really good stuff. He's doing really smartly. Still, though, ATATA just doing such a phenomenal job of finding his openings and getting some health back to boot.
Yeah. He's doing a good job of waiting for how ApolloKage lands too. You notice that obviously Snakes, they'll mix it up with like B reverses, maybe they'll pull a grenade, they'll try to do something tricky, but as long as you're just waiting and you're patient, you can still continue the advantage state. You can get that free punish.
All right, they're keeping ATATA off stage. And the Kita being such a scary tool, if it can actually slow Ness's recovery down if it does connect when Ness is in the actual PK Thunder 2 animation.
Yeah, he's got to stop trying to like, well, let me not say that like I'm like coaching, obviously, but like,
I don't think you can hear you. You're good.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, not that I, I'm doing my job. But instead of hitting him with it, just stop the PK Thunder itself. At that point, I don't think it mattered too much, and I like that ApolloKage got a little bit extra damage out there. But yeah, if Ness is forced into PK Thunder, it should never connect to his body if you're Nikita.
Oh my God, 51 off 3 hits, bro. That's insane.
Yeah, and it's it back up so fast.
Yeah, AK right back in it.
Okay, using the air dodge to come back. ApolloKage is going to find one of these 2 frames. I don't know what it is, but like ATATA's narrowly avoided a lot of them.
He was asking me before what the best options are to 2-frame Ness a lot of the time. I think down smash can be pretty good in certain instances if he snaps above the ledge. Down tilt's also really good. Nikita also, I love the way he's been using Nikita to slow him down.
Up air?
This is huge, yeah. You don't want to be landing on Snake when he's got that grenade in that position. Still, this should be a stock. No! I'm kidding. I'm lying right to your faces.
Yeah, shocking though. But he finally sneaks in that B reverse C4 to take that stock from ATATA. It's been very hard fought, but ApolloKage does have the lead right now, and he is kicking this man in the face.
That is one benefit I think that Snake has in this matchup is that Ness can't really use PK Thunder to shark him because that just leaves him completely vulnerable to getting blown up by the C4 a lot of times. So you kind of have to use your normals to shark Snake's landing. And with the amount of mix-ups Snake has on landing, it's so hard to punish him.
All right, here we go, another down throw mix-up. ATATA hasn't been responding to those that great. Looks like he survived that situation, but he's considerably down in percent, and he has to find his way back to the center.
Ooh, okay. Nice. Trying to use PK Thunder. That was really risky, too. If he got clipped by that C4, he was dead.
I love these dares we're seeing from ATATA to get these on-stage combos.
I don't know if up tilt could have worked there, but I like the dash attack just getting the punish off right there. Okay. I like AK setting it up right there. Tournament winner coming out of ATATA, and AK going to be going up 2-1.
Yeah, that was a really, really close game, just like the rest of them have been.
Yeah, for real.
You can tell that he was conditioning ATATA with Nikita. Nikita, like, using the magnet, not necessarily to heal, but just, make sure he doesn't die from that move. But using the C4 to cover the Ness jump was really smart. Nesses love to, like, forward air from the ledge, or maybe even, like, neutral air from the ledge if they're feeling, like, confident to they'll stuff something out. But the Z4 has a shockingly high vertical range, too, so it's still able to cover that reaction from ATATA.
He has the clutch gene, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's very clutch.
And I like how he's not like locking himself into one move to deal with a specific situation. Like he's experimenting. He's trying to catch a down tilt. He's trying to catch a down smash. He's trying to use the Nikita to get a lot of these situations right here. So he's keeping my boy is keeping his third eye open.
What do you think ATATA should start mixing up to start bringing this back for him?
I feel like he's just got to play more neutral. And the Ness tricks are definitely working, but just minor mistakes. ApolloKage's punish game is just so good. I think just checking with PK Fire and neutral is honestly going to be huge. It makes it not as easy.
Yes,
And
sir.
also, watch your jumps. I feel like watching out for Snake to jump. If you're jumping into Snake every single time and he's not jumping, you're going to just get hit.
Yeah.
And don't mash at hit stun. Honestly, I don't know how much ATATA could really improve just because of how well ApolloKage is playing this matchup right now. But he's definitely doing his damnedest right now.
I do remember Sturm telling us that there actually was like a little bit of a lack of Snake representation in Chicago because I saw.
Yeah, they don't really have a lot. They got a lot of everything else. They got Incineroar, they got Lucina, they got Ness. Pretty much not a lot of Snakes coming out of that region that are super prevalent. Even Falcon is like super prevalent in that region.
Yeah, because we saw earlier with Sir Dank from Chicago going down to Ohio's Ren because he's just like, yeah, I don't think they really know all of Snake's tricks. And he's a very tricky character, too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
as we saw with Brandon Gordon earlier, and we're seeing with ApolloKage now, they play, like, entirely different characters, you know?
One fact I actually learned today, too, is that so one ApolloKage is brothers with another Smash player, Quilly, coming out of the Midwest, which I didn't know. Also, that Ultimate is apparently his first competitive Smash game.
Insane.
And ATATA's been playing since Smash 4 as well. So the fact that ApolloKage is able to like pilot Snake this well, despite like not having any brawl experience whatsoever, like, that's crazy to me.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really fortunate for ATATA, for ApolloKage. But so far, ATATA not super far out of it. I like that he's been trying to find these punishes in PK Thunder 1. I don't think they've been that successful yet. ApolloKage's just been kind of like daring them on reaction when he sees them. But, ooh, great heal from ATATA, though. That's going to give him a solid 30+% back. Getting the drag down forward in the back throw, and like you said earlier, because his health is so high, those multi-hits are more susceptible to working, right?
Right, exactly. You got it. Hell yeah.
I like learning.
Learning is fun. One thing we haven't seen ATATA do to take advantage of ApolloKage's recovery is PK firing these grenades or the Cypher. The timing is very specific on it, but if you can PK fire the Cypher, it can lead to a lot. Also, not a lot of attempted edge guards on the Cypher.
Oh, no.
Big mistake from ATATA right there. I think he tried to air dodge the ledge, or maybe he was scared of getting hit by the Nikita stage spike. Maybe thought he had to tech in that instance when he didn't have to just yet. But this blows open a huge lead for ApolloKage right now.
C4, yep, okay, good reaction from ATATA. He knew it was on that platform, woke up and shielded it immediately. That could have been so much more damage. But yeah, even when he SD'd, you did at least see him attempt trying to like drift towards the Nikita and trying to find a way to pop himself back up.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, so obviously he's very aware of like what ApolloKage's traps are, but he just has not been able to get in and get those signature Ness combos going.
Again, are we going to see ApolloKage go high? He is. And again, like, ApolloKage is doing a really good job of making these ciphers ambiguous and then fast falling as quickly as he can just to avoid Ness getting there. Not going to do it just yet in the C4, but man, it is looking very, very scary for ATATA right now. We're seeing, you know, the recovery not as brave as before. It's like, it sucks, right? Because when you're in a matchup,
oh my God.
When you're in a matchup, you traditionally think, oh, Ness wins this matchup free, and then you find a Snake player who's able to counterplay all the things that makes Ness like really strong in the matchup. It can be disheartening because it's like, man, the character's supposed to be good at this matchup.
Supposed to be, but I mean, hey, well, I will walk back what I was saying earlier about it being even. I still think it's stressful, but I will say it does seem like the experience in that matchup seemed to be far in ApolloKage's favor. He had a lot of unique tricks, so congratulations to him moving on further into this winner side bracket. He is like a top 5 seed in this tournament. He is playing like it too.
Oh yeah, he did his research too, I think, for the matchup as well. You know, he knew exactly how to counterplay it, and he apparently has a lot of Ness experience under his belt. And if you're comfortable with a matchup that can traditionally be considered even or bad, that's all the more benefit to you, literally.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for rocking out with us. We had a fantastic time on this block. Nothing but fantastic players. I had so much fun. If you have any opinion on my commentary or if you want to give me a shout out or anything, follow me on Twitter at PBLK. You know, DMs are open. Whatever you need to tell me about, let me know. But also, hey, if you're an anime nerd, we got a really fun podcast. We talk about, you know, anime, a little bit of pop culture, this, that, and the third. New episodes just dropped while I was here this weekend. I am a very busy man, but follow me on that Twitter as well at Shonen Chumps, SHOUNEN Chumps.
Hell yeah.
Fang, anything you want to say to the people?
I just want to say, guys, thank you so much again. Thank you to Riptide staff for having me here to commentate as well. This is like my first major opportunity to cast outside of the East Coast, so I'm really, really excited to be doing this. But a big shout out to you also, man. This block was so fun.
This has been great, man. You're fantastic. I'm so happy we got to finally work together after all these years.
Yeah, for real. You can also follow me on Twitter at Fan9S. Please tweet me pictures of your pets, like your dog or your cat or even your goldfish.
I'm on my way.
I'm trying to see it. And guys, don't, you know, I also have TikTok, Twitch. You can find me on there as well. If you just type in Fang Smash anywhere, you'll probably find either my content on YouTube or something on Twitch. You can find me pretty much anywhere. But guys, that is going to be it for this section of Top 48. Do not touch that mouse. We have so much more impressive Smash action coming your way with Louis Money and Sinji coming up next, which should be
that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one, yeah.
But we'll be seeing you guys real soon.